As human bodies are still being pulled out of the Potomac River, the president has blamed the plane crash in Washington, D.C. on white women and minorities. He is still screaming DEI from the rooftops, almost like a distraction. He also blamed severely intellectually disabled people that he alleges were hired by the FAA, which is not true and makes no sense. I wonder why he doesn't want to discuss the fact that he fired the head of TSA, which was created in response to 9/11. He disbanded a federal aviation safety and security committee, and he put in a federal hiring freeze, leaving the FAA severely understaffed, which is why the controller in the tower in DC was doing the job of 2 men instead of 1. I wonder why he doesn't want to talk about that. Let's go to the TSA thing, okay? Because we already know that he doesn't respect safety and security of air travel. I don't even think he cares about 9/11 because this was his response.
Did you have any damage, or did you know what's happened down there?
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
Imagine a devastating terrorist attack on American soil, and you're concerned about having the largest building in New York City? Strange. We also need to talk about his dealings with the Saudi Arabia government. The Saudi Arabia government, which in the declassified files concerning 9/11 that were declassified by Biden because 45 refused to declassify them, they found that the Saudi Arabia government was involved in the terror attacks. But instead of addressing that man has snubbed the families of victims of 9/11 and also taken money from the Saudi government.
9/11 families protested near Donald Trump's National Golf Club in Bedminster, where the Saudi-funded LIV tournament, the richest in golf history, teed off today, less than 50 miles from where the Twin Towers fell. Brandishing FBI documents they say indicate Saudi officials in part supported the attack. Families angrily call the LIV tournament whitewashing and sports washing of an atrocity.
The Saudis did it. They plotted it. They funded it. And now they're trying to distract every one of those sins with a golf tournament 50 miles away from ground zero. It's deplorable.
If we can't get a golfer to at least look us in the eye and tell us that they're doing it for the money and they don't give a shit about the atrocities of Saudi Arabia, they're cowards. Our loved ones are the heroes. The golfers and the former president are cowards.
Former President Donald Trump's proudly hosting the LIV tournament's third event and told the Wall Street Journal, quote, "I don't know much about the 9/11 families. I don't know what is the relationship to this. As for 9/11...
Well, nobody's gotten to the bottom of 9/11, unfortunately.
How odd that the President of the United States doesn't care for the safety and security of American citizens. I wonder what's in it for him.